Wonderful, greatest Shrotas, seekers, and fortunate ones because of the opportunity of studying Upanishads and no less than Upanishads, the greatest text like Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana as well as the Adya Shankara Granthas. So, congratulations. The reasons which made we deserve these things are our earlier upasanas, prarthanas, Santa Mahatmas, Sevas. They must have said Tathastu to our prarthanas, or by themselves they might have made this Sankalpa and Anugraha on us that these jivas are good, are doing the seva. May they get the opportunity to listen and study Shastras. May they get convinced about the absolute truth. May they become sadhakas. May they reach out. In this way, the Mahatmas, Rishis, whom we have served, might have blessed us. So be fortunate, be feel that fortune, and also feel that joy that we are getting this chance. Keep praying and make use of this opportunity for being blessed further. The Shishya Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha Jnata, Iti Adi Vyaktitvas, we are focusing to develop in us. So, to taking the help of the Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jagan Matra Tattva, Devata Ganas, Guru Ganas, Shruti Mata, and any of the others who can help us, inspire us at whatever the level of sadhana. Right, friends? This is our job for which we are sent here onto the earth. Let us do that without fail. Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, we are studying third Utpatthi Prakaranam. The Utpatti of all of us as we listen is generally said to be from Brahmadeva. Here, instead of starting that way, the Vasishtha Bhagavan starts telling us from the Utpatti of Brahmadeva himself. That is he a created being? Is he a destroyable being? No. He is not created nor destroyable. Then he is so close to the Brahma Tattva that he is Brahma Tattva only. Kevala Manomatra, Sankalpamatra in Akara he got only to be specified as Brahmadeva as if other than the Parabrahma Tattva. Then when he is given the power of this Rajaguna of the Maya, then he starts becoming the creator of the whole world. That Brahmadeva state is to be understood by us. So thoroughly we are going through. Some 10 slokas are there in that. Sarga 2. Let us see today. Start with our Prarthana Sankalpa like every day for 2 or 3 minutes. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yedime Guruvihi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम् तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यस्संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरं दशश्लोकी अध्ययनं तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्त स्कंदपुराणं तदनन्तरं श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत पारायणं वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमयमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सुजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम् अथ तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम्। आद्य सृष्टि वर्णनं नाम द्वितीय सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। So friends, yesterday we saw Sri Rama has asked the question. Vasishtha ji is very clearly giving the answer. So what was the question? Sri Rama Uvacha. Sri Ramji said, Brahmaisha Kathito Devaha Tvaya me Prapitamaha Swayambhuhu Ajaha Eka Atma Vijnanatmeti me mati. Having heard from you, this is what my mati is understanding. That you are telling about Isha Kathita Brahma Devaha Tvaya me Prapitamaha. He is our forefather only, whom we call as Swayambhuhu, whom we call as Ajaha, whom we call as the one self of all, and whom we call as Vijnana Atma. So, pure consciousness is Chidatma. Then the one who has become little aware of himself as if other than consciousness on a mission of further creation is called as Vijnanatma. Is it so? That's what I feel like. You're talking about that state of being. Sri Vaashishtha ji says, yes, you caught it. Sri Vaashishtha Uvacha. So Vaashishtha ji started saying, yesterday we saw, Evametat Maya Rama Brahmaisha Kathitastava Vivadamakaro Mrutyuhu Yamenaitat Krute Pura. Evametat is exactly this is what. Evametat. Hey Rama Maya, Esha Brahma Katitaha Tava. I was telling to you about this Brahma only. And then Vivada Makarot Mrutyuhu Yamena Etat Krute Pura. Earlier, with Yamaraja, this Murti was doing the Vivada about this Brahmadeva only, that he, out of his arrogance, consuming everyone, thought of consuming this Brahmadeva also. Then why did this happen to that Mrityu that he wanted to consume Brahmadeva? Because Manvantare Sarvabhakshaha Yada Mrityurharan Praja Balameti. So Manvantara, he was given free license. Who? This Mrityu to consume everyone. So he was doing that Prajaha Haran. He was consuming everyone. So Balameti. Because of that, he was getting that Bala. What sort of Bala? That Jame Sabko Khara. Why not Brahmadeva also? At that time, what did he do? Abjaja Akrantau Arambham Akarot Swayam. He started wanting to consume even this Abjaja Brahmadeva. Tadaeva at that time only Dharmarajena by this Yamadharmaraja Yamena Ashu Anushasitaha. He was properly educated, told about the Brahmadeva Swasthiti. Therefore, you cannot consume him. And then learn one lesson from this Mrityu. Ki yadeva kriyate nityam ratihi tatraiva jayate. Whatever is done all the time, the interest and enjoyment in that alone is born. In that case, he was doing the killing of everyone, this Mrityu. Same thing wanted to, what do you call, experiment on even the Brahmadeva. So, a lot of things in this. It's a Subhashita. Okay? From this Subhashita, what we learn is whatever we keep on doing the worldly things, in that only we get the Rati. Whatever we keep on doing the spirituality, in that only we get the Rati. Get the Rati. In Gita, it is called as Abhyasat Ramate Yatra. So, better it is to have the Rati of doing good things, not the bad ones. That choice is always with us. And also the job taken and where you can do, where you cannot do, you must know. Like the job taken by the Mrityu is to kill all. Yes, at the Kalpanta, you are given license to finish all, but not Brahmadeva. So too, we may be given lot of other abilities, talents to do many things. but everything we may not be able to do. So just know the limitations. And also it indicates any state of being other than the Brahman has its own limitation, how much ever the power it has got. And in Brahma Anubhuti, the ultimate Brahman, it is an Anubhuti of moksha, so no need of doing anything, accomplishing anything. So now Vasishtha ji continues कि ब्रह्मा किल पराकाश वपुराक्रम्यते कथम मनोमात्रं च संकल्पः पृथ्व्यादिरहिताकृतिः यश्चित् व्योम चमत्कारः किल आकारानुमूर्तिमान् स चित् व्योमैव नो तस्य कारणत्वन्न कार्यता. So in these two shlokas, quite a good amount of our number of knowledges or thoughts are given. One by one, let us see. First, Brahma Kila Para Akasha Vapuhu. He is Chidakasha Rupa, this Brahmadeva. Chidakasha Rupa. Chidakasha is Parakasha Vapuhu. Therefore, Akramyate Katham. Anybody, including Mrityu, how can they capture him or consume him? 2 points. What is the difference between Parabrahma Tattva and Brahmadeva? Manomatram cha sankalpaha. The Parabrahma Tattva alone with the sankalpa which is called as the mana. Sankalpa which is called as mana, that he is Brahmadeva now. So Manomatram cha sankalpaha. At that state, Prithvyadi Rahita Akritihi. He himself has none of the akaras of Prithvi Adi. He has not come down to the level of the Panchamahabhuta Kruta Shariradi Upadi Tadatmya Sthiti. No. Beyond state it is. Again listen. Manomatrancha Sankalpaha. Sankalpa is the one which makes the mana. So with that Sankalpa, he is there. That I thought, let us say. Then Prithvyadi Rahitaha Akritihi. At that state of Brahmadeva, the Prithvi Adi Panchamahabhuta made Akriti is not there in him. Third point. Fourth, Yaha Chit Vyoma Chamatkaraha Kila Akara Anumurtiman. Sachit Vyoma Eva. So, he is thought of himself as if separate from the Chidatma. Therefore, he is now called as Brahmadeva. And is so close to Brahma Tattva that when he disowns that Sankalpa or the Vritti and owns that I am the Chidakara or Chidakasha, he immediately goes back into his own Chidakasha Sthiti. Therefore, he is no different at all from Sa Chit Vyoma Eva. This is the fifth point. First is what? Parakasha Vapuhu. Second, Kathamakramyate. Third, Sankalpaha Manomatram. Fourth, Prithivyadrahita Akritihi. Fifth, Chit Vyoma Chamatkaraha Kila Akara. The Chamatkara is called Maya here. The Chit Vyoma ka Maya jo upar kaha Sankalpa. Therefore, he is in this form. If he does the opposite Sankalpa, he goes back to become one with that Chit Vyoma. Therefore, even now he is only Chit Vyoma only. Fifth point. Sixth, therefore, no tasya karanatvam. No karanatva in him. Therefore, na karyata. He is not karya of something, nor he becomes karana for anything further right now. That is called Brahmadeva Sthiti. Try to catch it. See, we are so much habituated only with the gross world. And to some extent, the world of our thoughts, mind. वो तो चलते रहते हैं. Some of them we mind, many of them we mind. Mostly we are at the grossest level only. For us, There's no time, there's no ability to even think or contemplate about the presence of something other than this, subtler than this. Even though every day we experience it, isn't it? See, how many thousands of years it must have taken to ask about sunrise, sunset, or about the things falling, why they are not going up. Though the phenomena is seen every day. It's the same way, though we experience the things every day, yet we lack the ability to ask questions. What are the things we experience? Don't we experience the swapna sthiti every day almost? No, in that swapna, this Jagrat Jagat is not there, Jagrat Vyaktis are not there, our own Jagrat house and car and all, they are not there. Even this Jagrat Sharira is not there. We were somebody else. There was some different world, different people, different interactions, experiences. So much solidly identified with this Jagrata Avastha we are that we don't feel the need of asking about it. Where from that Swapna is coming? What from it has come? If that is the way, then what about this Jagrata Avastha? Is this also a Swapna in compared to some higher state? These things we generally don't ask. We talk to people, मुझे ये सपना आया वो सपना आया ये बोलते हैं लेकिन ये यार ये कहाँ से हुआ नहीं पूछते हम. There is a world of dream. Then we go to the Nidra Sthiti also every day. Neither Swapna is there nor Jagrata. And with all our choice, efforts, great sacrifices of Nidra Ityadi, we enter into that state by our own choice. Still, we don't want to contemplate on that state that there is a state of being, rather, it is more blissful where there is Drishya, Drashta, both are absent. है ना? जो हमेशा दिख रहा है बाहर के जगत में, उसके ऊपर जो प्रश्न करता है, हाउ एंड वाई एटसेट्रा, ही बिकम साइंटिस्ट. जो हमेशा अनुभव आ रहा है अंदर, जिसके ऊपर प्रश्न करता है, हाउ एंड वाई, ही बिकम स्पिरिचुअल. The scientists are discovering the scientific truths with which they are making the life comfortable. The spiritual rishis or scientists are, or inner rishis are discovering the inner spiritual truth. Identified with which there is no samsara at all. So here we all are their grass. All this grass has to come from subtle. It has to come from the causal. Keep that in mind. Now that Supreme Brahman alone, with his sankalpa at the very first stage, he became Brahmadeva. He alone became Brahmadeva. Not created Brahmadeva out of him. And nowhere you will see the Brahmadeva is born to Narayana. It is said he has come out of his Navi Kamala. Means that Navi Kamala mein, where the Manipura, where the Ahamvriti is there, he himself has expressed as the Brahmadeva, that's all. So that Brahmadeva, taught by Narayana, immediately is identified with the Parabrahma always. So he is having two things now. Essentially, I am the pure Brahman. Work-wise, function-wise, expression-wise, I am the creator. No, this is such a beautiful subject, Later on, the whole world is like that only. The manifestation on Paramatma Tattva. Any one of them can go back to unmanifest stage. That's what we see. We human beings have a special ability to recognize, realize that unmanifest, grossly, subtly, causally, the pure conscious self. He can identify with that. Then transcending all bandhana. For that only this all knowledge is given. So, chit vyoma eva no tasya karanatvam na karyata. At that stage, he is not having he is not an effect of something, nor he is going to affect anything. वो न कारण है, वो न कार्य है, वो है ब्रह्मदेव का स्थिति. Now, same Brahmadeva is further explained in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 5 slokas. Little more we'll see. 1. Akashaspurat akarah sankalpa purusho yatha prithvyadirayito bhati swayambhurubhasate tatha. So, two examples are given. Akashaspurat akarah. Like in the Akasha, when the meghas etc. come, an akara is there. Okay? Or in the Akasha, Tadit Spurana, the lightning. Or Akasha in different rang depending on sunrise, sun in the center, sunset. Or Akasha appearing to be blue in color. Or Akasha appearing to be muddy or blackish, murky because of any dust, etc. See, Akasha Spurad Akaraha. There is no Akara to the Akasha, but it appears to be in so many ways. Okay. Then some of them say there is Gandharva Nagara. Some they say in the Akasha, all the clouds, etc. They see, there must be some pearls, etc. They imagine. Again, second example is Sankalpa Purusha Yatha. In that Sankalpa Purusha, we can take the dream Purushas, or all the cinema actors are taking the role Sankalpa Purusha, or just baite khade khade we imagine about somebody who has done this or that, or we ourselves place ourselves in that Sankalpa Purusha, like you saw a huge mountain. So you imagine about a Purusha who is lifting that mountain, or you imagine you yourself are lifting it. Sankalpa Purusha. Okay, one Purusha or many Purushas, interaction between them. How much you can imagine? Even that you can, in the mind at this moment, 1,000 Sankalpas one can do, and imagine the Purushas. Just now I said the mountain lifting Purusha. You can even do the Sankalpa about a Purusha lifting the entire earth. A Purusha walking in water, or entering into the fire and coming, or a Purusha with 10 hands, 20 hands, 20 legs. You can do your own Sankalpa, but is it there really? So like the Sankalpa Purusha, like the Akasha, Akasha Spurad Akaraha, like the Akaras on the Akasha, and do this to have any real gross form? Nahi hai na? Therefore, Prithvi Adi Akara Rahitaha. Prithvi Adi Rahitaha. Without any sambandha with the Panchamahabhutas and the Shariras made out of the Panchamahabhuta, Bhati Swayambhuhu. Bhasate Tata. That Brahmadeva is in that state of being. Bhasate and Bhati. Bhati is there like that. Bhasate means he is in that Chaitanya Tattva, just having a Sankalpa Matra, that's it. That Sankalpa only as if made it Brahmadeva, as if differentiated him from his own essential Parabrahmasthiti. So the examples: Akashaspurada Akaraha, Sankalpa Purusho Yatha, Prithvyadirahitaha, Bhati Swayambhur Bhasate Tata. Swayambhu, Bhati and Bhasate. He just expresses and appears. Let's call this the Swayambhu Sthiti, the Brahmadeva Sthiti. So the Parabrahma only, the Brahmadeva, with a Sankalpa Akara. Akara made of Sankalpa. Other than the Sankalpa Krita Akara, Vritti Krita Akara, he is never away apart from the pure Parabrahma. Done? Now, he says, Nirmale Vyomni Muktali संकल्प स्वप्नयोः पुरम् अपृथ्व्यादि यथा भाति स्वयं भूर्भासते तथा. Same thing as we saw earlier, sloka explanation time. It is clearly given here. Nirmale Vyomni Muktali. So in the Nirmala Akasha, the mala of the pearls, Mukta Ali, the sequence of the, what do you call them? Pearls are sometimes imagined, or Sankalpa Swapnayoho Puram. The Swapna Puram, Sankalpa Puram. We talked about an individual. Here he is talking about the entire Pura. Isn't it? Swapna Pura. How many times that Pura has come in Swapna? Some or the other town or railway station or airport or marketplace or so many houses, buildings, there, roads. You got down from that building, wanted to go to the other building across the road. You were crossing the road, left side, right side, so much traffic. You waited till the red signal came. So through zebra crossing, intelligently only, following the rule, you crossed, went to that building, knocked at the door. The friend was there. Isn't it? Together, then went to the other fellow. So we called Sankalpa Pura. Sorry, Swapna Pura. Pura in the Swapna. Now, important thing is that Pura in the Swapna or a Pura in the Sankalpa. जैसा अभी कहा हमने. You can imagine a town of, in your own mind. Imagine a town of beautiful rivers, waterfalls, greatly constructed buildings, roads, excellent parks or the Udyanavana walking places, big government offices, hotels to eat, playgrounds to play. So we can do the Sankalpa Nagara Sankalpa. Now, we have to, in these two cases, both of them, is there any gross matter of Prithvi Adi other than Sankalpa, solid? Focus on it. No, it's only Sankalpa Nagara. But appears to be having, I have said, whatever we see, a gross Nagara. एक स्थूल नगर में जो कुछ भी हम देखते हैं वो वहां ऐसा दिखते हैं, है ना. The school bell has gone, children came running out. That 100 autos are there or cabs are there, buses are there to fetch those children. बड़ा big schools like DPS and all. एक स्कूल में ही वहाँ 20,000 बच्चे पढ़ते हैं. The 20,000 parents come to take them, or so many vehicles. It's a Maha Bhayankar. Go and see in Delhi. I've seen all that. बड़ा अब संकल्प में करो ऐसा ही. और in Mumbapuri railway stations, peak hours में 10 trains at a time come on 10 platforms. From each train, 2,000 people, 10,000 people come down. And they have to come through the bridge onto the main road to take to different routes. Equally 10,000 are boarding the train to go to the other. Stula hai wo. But same you can do Sankalpa. Contemplate on this. Make use of this information. Nirmale Vyomni Muktali Sankalpa Sapnayoho Puram Aprutvyadi. Without any Prithvi means without any grossness. Yatha Bhati. As it appears, Swayam Bhur Bhasate Tata. Same is the Brahmadeva, as if separate from the pure Brahman. Never is separate. The difference between the Brahmadeva and the examples are, the Brahmadeva is Chidakasha with only a Sankalpa that I am an individual, Ahamrut. Whereas in the Sankalpa Pura or Swapna Pura, we see more thoughts, not only one Sankalpa, more thoughts of the shapes and sizes and beings and then activities, etc. We can see it's not a still picture we get in the dream. It's not a still picture we do imagine in our sankalp. It's all a motion picture only, है ना. संकल्प करते हो तो स्टैंड स्टिल का थोड़ी होता है. ऐसे बैठे तो पंछियां उड़ रहे, फिर से पेड़ पे आ रहे, है ना. You can see the animals fighting with each other, running. human beings. So it's all mobile. It's not a stationary. It is जीता जागता स्वप्न आता है. A still picture की तरह नहीं आता स्वप्न. It's a जीता जागता. So in swapna or in sankalpa pura, not one but many thoughts having all these many facets. Rupa thought, Nama thought, Guna thought, Kriya thought, Vada Samvada thought, Anubhuti thought, Anubhavakarta also thought. A difference aitana between the Brahmadeva and this. So Kevalam Aham Sankalpa makes the Parabrahma appear as Brahmadeva. So there is a state of being that one. And he is just very close to the Parabrahma Tattva. How much? Just reject that the thought of separation, the thought itself, then he just enters into the Brahmanubhuti. Beautiful. Now, the next one is, therefore, after all these analyzed to this Brahmadeva or at the Brahmadeva sthiti where the further creation has not happened, you know, न दृश्यमस्ति न द्रष्टा परमात्मनि केवले स्वयं चिता तथाप्येषः स्वयंभूरिति भासते. That state, contemplating on that state of being is very good art. He says, na drishyamasti. At that state of Brahmic level, not Parabrahma, Brahmadeva, na drishyamasti. There is no drishya for him to be seen, na drashta. Therefore, he is not a drashta. Then, Paramatmani Kevale Swayam Chita. He is in that Paramatma only, which is Kevala, which is Chitswarupa. Tata api yeshaha Swayambhu iti bhasate. Still, he is there as if the sense of separation. So, as we study in Yoga Darshana, Vritti Tadatmya Jiva. Vritti nahi hai, so he is not a Jiva, he is Vritti Sarupya Mitratra. Before that, Tada Drashtuho Sarupya Avasthan. When that Vritti is individual, we call him as Jiva. When the Vritti is samashti, it is called as the Brahmadeva. One thing. Very important here. Okay, na drishyamasti na drashta paramatmani kevale swayam chita tatha pesha swayam bhuriti bhasa. Second, when Brahmadeva came from Navi Kamal of Narayana, he looked outside, he looked inside, nothing was seen. Didn't we study this in Bhagavad Purana? What was it indicating was? There was no drishya for him to become the drashta. Then, who am I is the inquiry he made. He could not understand. He just heard Tapa or 1621. It clicked to him, 1621 is Tapasya. Then he did Tapasya of inquiring about his own self. At that time, the Narayana appeared. Then the Narayana Brahma Samvada, Narayana has given the Brahmadeva Chatushloki Bhagavata Jnanam, with which Brahmadeva has no more doubt now that he will be caught up in the creation which is going to do. Because he already got the Brahma Jnana. So all that what's said in Pauranik Bhasha, in the Smriti Grantha, it is said it in this way, almost very close to the Vedanta. So the state of Brahmadeva, before he gets grossified into Virat, etc. And when he has come out of the pure Brahman, is this one. There is no drashta in him, there is no drashya for him. Then what is he then? Swayam bhuhu iti bhasate. Swayam chita kevale paramatmani. And that kevala paramatma, plus we can call it as a thought, a sankalpa, which created that sense of otherness, as if he is somebody other. Then that Brahma Tattva. Yet, in that drashta drashya projection, which is called as a world, has not yet come. So, na drishyamasti, na drashta, paramatmani kevale, swayam chita, tatapi eshaha swayambhuhu iti bhasate. So, So he is pure consciousness and he is called as Swayambhu. By his own choice, he expressed. Now, this topic in this very Yoga Vaashishtha, in the second Prakarana came once, and in some other text also, maybe Skanda Purana somewhere, or even Adhyatma Ramayana also we have seen. Such sublime topics, when we become so deep in our contemplation, when we become so subtle in our intellectual capacities, we'll be able to grasp that state of being. So may we pray that that state of intellectual ability come to us, that we are able to apprehend this thought about the Brahmadeva sthiti. Right? Now, 54th mantra gives more clarity. Sankalpamatramevaitat mano brahmeti katyate sankalpakashapurushah nasya pruthyadi vidyate. Again, sankalpamatramevaitat mano brahmeti katyate sankalpakashapurushah nasya pruthyadi vidyate. So, sankalpamatram eva etat manaha. See? Just doing the sankalpa makes it as the mana. So that pure Parabrahma Tattva, taking this, the form of the mana, which is nothing but sankalpa, is called as the Brahmadeva, which we are struggling to understand from this whole chapter right from beginning. So the sankalpa became mana, so through the mana expressing Parabrahma Tattva is called the Brahmadeva. So sankalpa matram eva etat manaha. A sankalpa that I am separate. That is called manaha. So that mana, through that the Parabrahma expression is called as Brahmadeva. So sankalpa matram eva etat manaha Brahma iti katyate. So sankalpa akasha purushaha. Therefore, who is he? Purusha. Which Purusha? Akasha Purusha. Akasha means Chidakasha. So Chidakasha Purusha. In that Chidakasha Purusha, a thought came. Kalte Sankalpa. That itself is called as mind. Therefore, the thought Yukta Chidakasha Purusha is called Brahmadeva. Sankalpa Akasha Purusha. Sankalpa Chid Akasha Purusha. So without Sankalpa, he is pure Brahman. With Sankalpa, he is Brahmadeva. Sankalpa is a thought. Thought creates the sense of separation. It's only sense of separation. It is again by his Ishvara's Ichha, that is called as his Maya Shakti. वो फिर बाद में आएगा. So Sankalpa Matra Purushaha na asya prithvi adi vidyate. At that stage, the Pancha Mahabhuta Srushti has not yet happened. Not yet happened. In the earlier Srushti, what was there? In the Mahapralaya, everything was consumed. Now the new Srushti has to come. The Sushtikarta is Brahmadeva. The Brahmadeva's expression is like this. Therefore, neither Brahma is created nor from the worldly Brahma, the world is actually created. It's all Sankalpa Eva. The pure consciousness, Sankalpita. Is the world like the pure mud? Sankalpita are the pots or the gamla, etc. That state of meditative understanding we have to reach to. Like the cotton sankalpita is the thread. Thread sankalpita are all clothes. Cloth, matlab cloth. Cloth sankalpita is our wearable clothes. Isn't it? The earth sankalpita are the bricks. The bricks sankalpita and brought together are the walls. Walls sankalpita together are called the rooms. And the room facility ke anusar, here I sleep, so it's bedroom. Here I eat, therefore dining place. Here I do cooking, therefore kitchen. Is where I sit and watch TV, my hall, or I meet the guests. Are they not sankalpa? This is bedroom, this is kitchen, is a sankalpa. These are the rooms, it's a sankalpa. They are the walls, it's a sankalpa. It's a bricks and other iron itself. It's a sankalpa. This much we do. Then where from these things have come? Using which we are making bricks and walls and rooms and giving different names. They have come from Paramatma. That's what is said. Tasmadva etasmad atmanah akasha sambhutah ityartha. Here the atmanah means in the Upanishad, bypassing this Brahmadeva directly from the pure consciousness, it is said. In other places, the pure consciousness with his infinite Maya Shakti is Ishvara. Maya, when it becomes Mahatattva, that Ishvara alone is Hiranyagarbha. From that Hiranyagarbha, all these Panchamahabhutas have come. Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre bhutasya jatah pati eka asit. Isn't it? So it's only of states of expression. There are no two people there. Brahma Tattva, Parabrahma is alag, Ishvara is alag, Hiranyagarbha is alag, Virat is alag. So many crore varieties of jivas are alag. ऐसा नहीं है. One only expressing so many ways. One ocean only, so many waves. One ocean only, so many bubbles. One ocean, so many ripples. One pure consciousness only, at the time of manifesting as the world, is expressing in so many ways. See, that one thought, or the thought of the oneness, if you are able to apprehend, and also this thought that on that one, the many are only superimposed or projected. Therefore, they are not real, yet they can give us entertainment. Don't get lost because they are not real. If these knowledges become our, we will be no more bound in the world, one thing. Second, we can pursue that inner self easily because कोई obstacles नहीं है. Reality is not given to the world. Likes and dislikes are not entertained in the world. Shatru-mitra, ये सारा मानसिक संकल्प only. They come when we give reality to the world. World is not real. How can you call somebody Shatru-mitra? How can you have raga-dvesha? How can you do such type of karma then? Good, this knowledge if it clicks. Okay. So sankalpa matram eva etat manaha brahma iti katyate. Sankalpa akasha purushaha na asya prithvyadi vidyate. So there are no prithvyadi expressed. Therefore to him there are no sthula sukshma shariras. Sankalpa akasha purushaha is chidakasha purusha only, but only the sankalpa of sense of separation. That sense of separation is without the sankalpa or the thought, which is called as the mind. Therefore, the pure conscious Brahman with the mind is Brahmadeva Sankalpa. The Brahmadeva, no mind state, no kalpa, Sankalpa state is pure Parabrahman. इतना समझ लो बढ़िया. Now the last but one shloka. यथा चित्रकृदन्तस्थाः निर्देहा भाति पुत्रिका तथैव भासते ब्रह्मा चिदाकाशाच्छरञ्जनम्. With the example now, he is trying to conclude. यथा चित्रकृत अंतस्था. Chitrakrut means chitrakar, painter, the artist. Antastha in his own mind. Putrika bhati. Putrika means putla. Putla means a murti. But that one nirdeha. It has not got any sthula form. Inside is chitta. A sculpture or a painter, an artist. That putrika, not daughter here. Putrika means that putla, that particular sculptor is chitrakrut antahata. It is inside him nirdeha. And he can imagine, let us say, he is molding a statue, let us say, of a human being. So in his mind, there is a human being with hands and legs. That only sankalpa. There is no such person in his mind. And it is nirdeha. Or let us say he is painting a town. So the town's thought is there in his mind. Total thought and in that individual parts. But they are all nirdeha. यथा चित्रकृत अंतस्ताः पुत्रिका निर्देहा भाति तथा एव. In the same way, Brahma bhasate. the Brahmadeva also appears. Chit Akasha Acha Ranjanam. Chidakasha is pure consciousness. On that, the Sankalpa is the painting, Ranjanam, which expresses as Brahmadeva, but it is without Prativyadi. So, the Chitrakar के मन में the चित्र का रूप है बिना देह का. In the same way, the Brahmadeva is the expression in the pure Parabrahma Tattva, a Sankalpa only without Prativyadi Deha. This much, if you understand between pure Brahman, a Sankalpa is called as Brahmadeva. That's it. Thought that I am individual. That he thought he drops, he realizes he is pure Brahman. Now the last sloka of this beautiful sarga. Chidyoma kevalam madhyam brahmeti bhati nija chitta vashat swayambhu akaravaniva pumaniva vastutastu vandhyatano jaiva tasya tu nasti deha. Very good explanation. Huh? Chidvyoma kevalam anadimadhyam brahmeti bhati nija chitta vashat स्वयंभूः आकारवानिव पुमानिव वस्तुतस्तु वन्ध्यातनूज इव तस्य तु नास्ति देहः. So chit vyoma. Chit means consciousness. Vyoma means akasha. Chit akasha. Here it is pure Brahman. Kevalam. It is one without second, without any differentiation in it, in its primordial original state. Anantam. It is unlimited, endless. Anadi madhyam. It has no beginning, no middle, no end. Anadi madhyantam ananta viryam. So anadim anantam amadhyam kevalam chitvyoma. Okay, that pure Brahman alone, bhati nija chitta vashat. Because of his own Maya, Maya krita sankalpa, bhati, he appears. As what? Swayambhu. And what is it? Akaravaniva pumaniva. He is like an akara yukta and he is a purusha. He is going to do the purushartha of the creation. So akaravaniva pumaniva swayambhu. Who is he? Parabrahma only. Again we see Chidyoma, Kevalam, Anantam, Anadimadhyam, Brahma eva. He alone bhati. Nija chitta vashat. With his own Maya Shakti as Swayambhu. And that Swayambhu Brahmadeva is Akaravan iva Puman iva. He is with a contour Akara and Puman. From the other side, if you see, Vastutahatu, actually dekha jaye, so he has no gross form at all. That's why to deny that gross form, the example is given. Bandhya tanuja iva tasyatu nasti deha. So a barren woman and her son. You talk. You talk about it. You can make a concept. But really is not there. That way, the Brahmadeva is not separate from Parabrahma Tattva. Parabrahma with Sankalpa is Brahmadeva. Aham Rupi Sankalpa is Brahmadeva. In that, the Prithvi have not yet come. Stula Dehadi, Sukshma Dehadi have not yet come. So only Aham Aham. And that Brahmadeva, in him, in an unmanifest form, all the samskaras of all the jivas are there in a subtle form. Unmanifest form, they are in the Ishvara. When they come to manifest, then the Brahmadeva himself makes all these teriras with the Panchamahabhutas for all the jivas were there, sadhana and prarabdha. So in this way, Chid Vyoma, Kevalam, Anantam, Anadimadhyam, Brahma iti bhati nija chitta vashat swayambho akashavaniva pumaniva vastutahatu andhyatanu jaiva tasyatu nasti deha. So he has not got any deha. So the Brahmadeva appears when the Ravana did tapasya, when the Hiranyakashipu did tapasya. He is appeared that way to access, for the accessibility of Ravana or Hiranyakashipu, etc. But actually, he is beyond that form. He took the form and appeared, thereafter he went back to his own formless state. The first Brahmadeva means the first expression of the Brahmadeva. Parabrahmana as Brahmadeva. So in the whole chapter, What is the whole main point is Utpatti Prakaraname? Adya Srushti means the Adya Brahmadeva is not created. He is only a Parabrahma Tattva with Sankalpa Matra, without any grossification further. That Sankalpa is the which as if separates him from the Parabrahma Tattva. In fact, in us also, the Jiva Bhava is nothing but the sense of otherness from the Brahman. That's why in Nidra, the sense of separateness is not there. The Jiva Bhava is not there. Therefore, the Brahma Ananda is experienced by as Sukha. But that is reflected in the Avidya Vritti, ignorance. That's why we are not aware, though we are experiencing. But the same sense of separation dropped state on the seat of meditation, when we achieve, then we do not go into the Nidra oblivion, but we consciously realize ourselves to be the conscious self. No Jiva Bhava in that. Then as we, the Jiva, only a Bhava, sense of separation from the conscious self, further get identified with the Upadhis, then we become the Swapna Purusha and Jagrat Purusha. Same way, the Brahmadeva, Sankalpa Matra. Thereafter, with the Samashti Panchamahabhutas, when he becomes identified, then he becomes the Virat Purusha इत्यादि. ये इस तरह से ये सृष्टि एक्सप्रेस होता है, बनता नहीं, ओनली से कल्पित. राइट. इति आर्षे वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे आद्य सृष्टि कर्तृ वर्णन नाम द्वितीय सर्गः. So, Adya Srushti Kartru Varnanam. First Srushtikarta's expression that is being tried to be and explained thoroughly by Vaashishtha. We tried to understand. But even this much we understand that the whole creation has come from Brahmadeva. Brahmadeva is nothing but the Sankalpa, a thought of sense of separation from the pure Parabrahman at the very primordial stage. Thereafter, taking the Rajaguna Shakti of the Maya, he does the whole creation of the Brahmandas, in the Brahmanda and in the Brahmanda, all Devas, Dehas in all lokas for all the Jivas. Jivas all have gone into the unmanifest stage at the time of Mahapranaya. And they come expressed along with their vasanas. To eke out their life, they need the Upadhis. Upadhis are made by this Brahmadeva. And among those jivas who themselves transcend the Ajnana or the Upadhita, the Atmya, they realize the Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti. Then they are Mukta. Then they don't enter into the Ishvara Tattva Ityadi during Mahapranaya again to be born. That's not there. That's called Jivan Mukta Sthiti. Keep listening, keep contemplating, keep meditating, and idea starts coming. Ideas start flowing. Right, friends? Now we will see the Tritiya Sarga. It has good number of shlokas, around 40 only. The topic is what? Again, Bandha Hetu Varnanam. First Sarga also was Bandha Hetu Varnanam. Now again it will talk. What is there? Let us do the Parayanam tomorrow and also study. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishtha. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Om न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्. ॐ दासरथाय विद्महे. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो वैष्णव संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. ओम भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. थैंक यू.